Learning Tools Interoperability is an e-learning standard that seeks to provide smooth integration between a website and the VLE, in our case Moodle. This includes integration of the resource into the course page and the syncing of students and the relevant site accounts. If you wish to include the use of a particular website in your course, sometimes you have to go through the hassle of creating accounts for all your students and then accessing the site separately to Moodle. Learning Tools Interoperability, or LTI, can solve this problem for you. LTI is another e-learning web standard in the same way that SCORM was a set of standards. What LTI aims to do is to provide synchronization between an external website and Moodle. It would mean that there's no need to provide two passwords. The initial password into Moodle would provide the authentication. When you subscribe to a site that offers LTI, you will receive three pieces of information: the URL of the LTI resource and two authentication tools called the consumer key and the shared secret. These are small codes that only you and the provider know, so you can set up a secure link between Moodle and their LTI tool. So let's look at how we could add LTI into our Moodle site. I've signed up with ChemVantage, an excellent open educational resource relating to science. So with our editing on, and in the topic that we wish to add the content, we select Add an Activity or Resource, and then we choose External Tool. So you need to give the activity a name, and this will appear in the Moodle course. The external tool type will depend on what the Moodle administrator has set up. The Moodle administrator can set up the consumer key and shared secret at an administration level, and if this has been done, the staff member would see an external tool type listed here. In my example, we're just going to add this information ourselves, so we choose the Show Advanced, and we enter the relevant information in these boxes. Okay, so I've now added in my launch URL, my consumer key, and my shared secret. One of the options here you can change is whether the LTI tool will pass the grades back into Moodle Gradebook or not. So let's now log in as a student and see this in action. I'm now logged in as one of our students, and when I click on the ChemVantage link, you can see it embeds the relevant information within our Moodle site. Any scores the students will achieve in any of the tests will be passed back into the Moodle Gradebook. So Learning Tools Interoperability is an excellent standard that will help to fully integrate an external site into your Moodle setup. You will need the consumer key and the shared secret to be able to set up this integration, and once this is configured, you will have a tool that feels like it's part of the Moodle setup, passing data back into the Gradebook if required.